hate how slow hammers are. I just want to break down walls. Why does that have to be difficult for me to do? Set bonus gives 15%, and the helmet and boots give more 14%. Nice. I remember seeing a video of someone taking obsidian armor all the way to Moonlord, but that was like with a lot of skill that I just do not have. The armor gives plus 2 minion and 23% minion damage. Ooh, yeah, definitely minion. Definitely B armor then. I'm definitely leaning more into the minion side of Summoner than the whip side. I might go full on obsidian armor though whenever I do melee. To see on that front. 50% more range plus 35% more speed plus 29% minion damage. Yeah, I definitely like the sound of that higher minion damage, honestly. Oh yeah, the cement thing. One minion. Okay. Yeah. One minion versus two minions and 23% minion damage. Yep. So it's 50% more range, plus 35% more speed, plus 29% minion damage. It's one minion versus two minions, 23% minion damage. Yeah, honestly, I'm still feeling the I'm sure that's like not a popular option. It's just how I'm feeling it, you know? You don't hear me? Well, let me take a look at OBS real quick. OBS, I mean, it's... Okay. So I think this is better. I think it disconnected for a second. My internet's really spotty, so I'm like 90% sure that's what happened. Honestly, it happens far more often than I would like to admit, but gotta deal with it, you know. Till I get out of the sticks, it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. And my PC ran into a problem. Alright, hold on. I'll be able to get back to chat here in just a second. Just gotta open Twitch up on my phone. There we go. Alright, I should be able to read from here. Hey, I'm still not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you Prayer. Thanks, Prayer, for the follow. Appreciate it, man. I gotta tell you what is your in-game gear. Well, I know my end game's gonna be Stardust. I know I'm gonna be using Terra Prisma by the time I can unlock it. Because I've had a couple successes now in past streams of fighting the Empress of Light during the day. So, I know how to fight her. I can get through all of her attacks. With or without, what is it? Damn it. If you can't get Terra Prisma, you can do with the dragon. Yeah, that's the good news, but I can definitely do Empress of Light. I've done it before, and I'll be able to do it again. One problems come in on the rebounds off the sides of the map, where I might accidentally like run into one of her attacks and not be able to like do anything about it. But the trick for me is to use rail carts. If you want to go back and watch the mage playthrough or the ranger playthrough, that's what I did. Was I just used minecarts and they worked flawlessly. So. Personally, I can't wait to get Terra Prisma. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Alright, I'll set up the gates. Okay. There we go. Well, that's going to blow up a little more than I bargained for. Just a little bit, though. I played Summoner before Moonlord fight. I was with Summoner Emblem, Avenger Emblem, Hercules, Beetle, Pyrus, Scarab, Necromantic Scroll, Pygmy Necklace, and Celestial Shell. Yeah, I don't remember what gear I had for the mage fight with him. I think I just maxed out damage and had like the... I know I had the Celestial Shell, but I don't remember what else I had. Problem now is I have a ton of mining to do, so you know. Yay. Mining. I'm gonna turn off the ruler though, it's annoying. I was using UFO for the fight. Yeah, I usually go with the witch's broom myself. Like that's usually my go-to mount for, well, as soon as I can get it, really. Yeah, I don't plan on like doing much like what I plan on doing this run is basically just fortifying my base as much as physically possible to make it as AFK safe and friendly as I can. So I'm gonna have NPC housing under the lava and all that. Like what I'm digging out right now is where all the NPC housing is gonna be, and I'm gonna use that to reduce monster spawns. But then have a timer hooked up to a king and queen statue set far underneath the base, in order to move them out of the way when I need stuff to spawn, like during events or when I just want to grind, like the day or night or whatever. I'm gonna have conveyor belts set up so they can both dispose of objects in a little bit of lava. Like over here, I'll have it like set up so I can flip a switch. They'll reverse direction, and from there, like either dump stuff into lava, or if it's too valuable, bring it back out and allow me to collect all the valuable stuff. So cheap things like money, which I have an unlimited amount of, because, you know, research. Weapons, like furniture and stuff for the pirates, stuff like that. It'll delete all of that and then bring me the good loot at the end of the fight. So stuff like the black spot, relics, that sort of thing, will get brought to me automatically. That's the plan anyways. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but mans can dream, right? Let's get chat back open on my computer. If you want, we can play sometime. Maybe. I am thinking about doing a multiplayer playthrough after but on this world. Yeah, definitely. Like, I've been thinking about doing like a multiplayer stream or something like that, where I just find as many people as I can, and we all just jump into the world. You just dick around for a while, build machines and bases and stuff, just wherever. But that'll probably be that'll be much later. It'll definitely be after the summoner streams and the melee streams, which will be coming after this. So you know, like since you're following me, if you want to like follow me on Twitter, then I'll like announce different streams and stuff like that once I start getting more people in there. Anyways, but yeah, like, for now, basically what like me doing all this on expert and all that, it's just me trying to get better at playing Terraria. Because I played Calamity and got my ass handed to me so many times unless I was like in God mode or something. And I was like, fuck this, I need to get better so I can play with my friends because they're all really good at Terraria and I'm garbage. Like, mains beat Skeletron without taking a hit, and I died 10 times in the same fight and barely dealt any damage. To be fair, that was likely because I was going melee rather than like a good class like Ranger. I probably had something to do with it. But, you know, I still got Shrek, so I wanted to get better at all things Terraria before I even thought about, like, doing any kind of multiplayer. Just so I wasn't holding everyone back and could actually go and do things. Beat all the difficulties so we can play for the worthy, but this is when you get better. Yeah, it sounds like fun, honestly. I've been wanting to do For the Worthy just so I can actually use Red's potion instead of having to make like a dozen potions and maintain them all in my inventory and stuff, rather than just have Golden Delights and Red potions. I'm just not looking forward to all the excavating. I mean, we've already got how many stacks of dirt? I see one at least, but I mean, how many more are we gonna get? Yeah, like, I've beaten all the difficulties, but I beat them all with God mode, so like I didn't really beat them, you know? I at least beat Expert twice with Ranger and Mage. So, they were a bit of a struggle. They were a bit of a struggle. I definitely had to work for them. But, worked, so. I'm always playing Summoner. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like right now, personally, my favorite class is Ranger. Purely because of Chlorified Bullets and, like, literally nothing else. Like, Chlorified Bullets are my jam. Like, getting homing attacks is so fucking hard with every other class. Like, I was using Rainbow Rod for 5-6 bosses in a row until I got the Razorblade Typhoon. And until I got, Lunar Flare and the Nebula Blaze. I basically used Rainbow Rod from, like, after Queen Slime up until like post Golem. Because just the homing was so much easier to work with where my strategies usually involve running really fast in one direction away from the boss as much as possible. Like, you might have seen this, like, across the map, this transcontinental railroad I've been working on. That's how I fight Empress of Light. I just keep bouncing back and forth on either side of the world across this one rail track. I usually have, like, I use Meteor Staff. I did, but, oh, you know what? I didn't even think to use Meteor Staff on Golem. I completely forgot that it was a thing. But yeah, like, I use Meteor Staff on most boss fights. I know I use it for the Destroyer. Because where I was standing on the, on my track, he couldn't reach me. So I just dug a hole in the thing, stood to the side, and just smacked him with Meteor Staff, and it worked way too well. I felt really bad for killing him like that. Like I legitimately, I was like, man, I feel bad for this guy. He's just getting obliterated by meteors. Like he can't even hit me. Like the drones would show up, and they would immediately get wrecked. I did the exact same thing with the Daedalus Stormbow. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I literally, for the Daedalus Stormbow, I figured out that if I'm standing on a one tile high floor, a one tile thick floor, and I shoot the ground with holy arrows, the stars from the holy arrows will pass through the floor. So I could just hit him with the stars while being completely immune to his attacks. I think for Ranger, what I did was I got like the Mega Star Cannon or whatever that gun's called, and I just destroyed him with that because I hit his coiled form and took out 50% of his HP in a single attack. Did the same thing with the Eater of Worlds. Like Ranger's stupid busted. It's stupid. It does so much damage. It has no right to be doing that much damage. Actually, I could probably just do this. Sometimes it's boring to collect unicorn horns for whole arrows. Well, that's what I like about research. I don't have to sit there and collect too many unicorn horns. I kill like 5 of them and I've got enough. So after this is gonna come my absolute favorite part. Smack down all the walls with a hammer. In fact, I might literally switch over to my other character who has like I might switch over to my mage character who has a Nebula Hamax and use that to smack down the walls because it'd be easier than sitting here and doing it with the flesh grinder. Just be a lot faster. I don't know. Maybe. I probably will. I hate walls. Those take so long to break. Pardon the cough. We don't go for imp staff and then do obsidian armor, beat queen bee for bee armor, and then buy the pigment necklace. Oh well. I'm just focusing more on the base than fighting right now. Pretty sure this can mine hellstone, can it? Yep. So yeah, I could definitely go for imp stabs right now. It's definitely something I've been planning on doing. Is just going for hellstone. Because I mean, there's nothing to stop me, so it's going to be a huge base. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm planning on making this like a mega fortress of some kind, with like switches and levers all over the place that allow you to activate and deactivate different defenses. Like here, after I finish clearing out this little bit of land here, I'll switch over to my mage character and the last world I was on and show you like what I'm planning to essentially replicate for this space. Just a little bit more. It's gonna be amazing. Oh yeah, that's the plan. Alright, so here, I'll go ahead and switch over to Amadeus, or Nostradamus. Yeah, it was Nostradamus. Nostradamus and Mage's Respite. So this space right here, my pride and joy so far, has a whole bunch of wiring going on. So obviously, you know, a bunch of relics, teleporters to get to the top and bottom real fast. This activates a glass barrier. This activates locks on the doors. This activates wooden platforms above the lava traps down here. These switches do the same thing. Glass, obsidian, so I can get banners if I need or not. And then, yeah, locks on the door, and then I can flip this switch. Noise warning. To do that, if I flip this switch here, there's echo blocks on the side of the tower. Right here, let's unlock the doors, let the slimes in. So when it's when it's active, stuff will hit against the echo blocks here, like that, and not get trapped against the wall. But when I turn it off, they get trapped in there. So here's what the wiring looks like. Take a shower, alright. 15-20 minutes? Alright, man. And I'll be here, clearing out walls and stuff. I'm just gonna be clearing out walls. Oh. Spawn in lava. There we go. Clear out these slimes, save and exit. Where's the lava? Where'd the lava go? Weird, but okay. Whatever. Alright. Just gotta keep clearing out dirt. No, I'm feeling a change in music. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Damn it, I'm out of bombs too. You returned? Alright, welcome back, bro. I'm almost done emptying out this thing. I just used a bunch of bombs and it went by much, much, much faster. Let's clean up the last of the blocks and walls now before I start putting in like the granite walkways and everything. I do think I might need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's hole's too short, but I think I'm gonna leave this space open for trap wiring and stuff. I might put the NPC housing underneath that, another hallway beneath that, and then like a trophy room and a crafting room underneath, like next to it or something. I don't know. I've got big plans. I'm looking forward to building this thing. Like this is definitely like a build stream now. Where am I from? I'm from Kentucky. It's nice and to the south, but apparently my accent sounds more Ohio, more northern than Kentucky is, so I don't know. Southeast at least, Eastern Standard. You know, I could probably make the Architect Gizmo pack if I could find the I could find the goblin from Bulgaria. Nice. I know a couple people from Bulgaria. I think he's from Bulgaria. Might have been Belgium. Some country with a B. He's pretty cool though. Yeah, I don't know. I might make the initial box of like the gate of the fortress. I might make it larger, just so I have like more room underneath here to put in like houses. Belarus, right? Belarus. I completely forgot about Belarus. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got plans, but like I'm kind of all just like there's no planning. Like I have ideas basically, but there's no actual plans. Like concrete ones anyways. There's like I want to do this, I want to do that, but there's no here's how I'm going to do this, here's how I'm going to do that until I'm like doing it. So, It's all gonna be real haphazard, but I do have like a basically a creative world where I put in large builds. Some streamers hate to say how old they are, where they're from, what they like. You're different. Yeah, like the things I'm comfortable with telling people are basically stuff that can apply to a lot of people. So like for example, my name is Matt. I'm 21. I live in Kentucky. That's gonna get you probably a few thousand people. So like even if you like know my name, where I'm from, how old I am, like that narrows it down to several thousand Matts in Kentucky who are 21 years old. And I don't have any social media accounts that like aren't connected to my streaming account. So like my Discord, like I have my Discord linked on Twitch and everything. I have my Twitter like linked and stuff. So, oh hey, random tavern keep that showed up in my basement. How are you? We'll go ahead and buy the Eternia's Stand and Crystal. Because we're definitely going to be doing this later on so I can get better sentries. I should probably do the Goblin Invasion soon, but I want to be able to... How many defense medals you need to research? I have no idea. I've never actually done the old one's army, because there's just been not been a point to it. So I have no idea. I would assume around 100 or something though. Either 20, 75, or 100. One of the three. I don't know, I'm probably gonna do like every variation of it, just to see what it's like, because the only one I've done was the last one. I did that in Calamity, which obviously is very different from Standard Terraria. Also, look at all the dirt. Press to turn your crystal when you're talking to the cavern keep for 5 free metals. Oh. 50. Okay. Alright, hold on. Maybe I can... I thought you could trick him to get 5 more, but no, you can't. Oh well. I'm sure I'll be fine for the first wave of the army. I'll probably do it after Skeletron though, when I have wires, so I can wire up lots of defenses and walls and stuff to keep the crystals safe. Lava traps and the like, maybe some Hoik machines. I'll have to figure out how to use those, because I don't actually know how to use Hoik machines, but like I could probably figure it out, you know? Like I'm a smart dude. I'm big brain. I got like a 31 on my ACTs. Like I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Not really at all whatsoever. Like I don't know if you had left a shower by the time I showed off the Here, let me re-show the mage tower, because it went through a couple different iterations by the time I was happy with it. Yeah, this is the wiring for the thing. It's a little crazy. I use the red for platforms. I use the blue for echo blocks connected to this, and a glass barrier connected to this. Wood platform, like like so, connected to the red switch. One yellow switch with a junction right here controls the timers for the traps. One controls stone slab, like locks on the door, so things that get past the glass barriers can't get in. And the last one is used up here. God, I'm so not used to this thing. This one leads up to my track and back down. And this one leads to the NPC house. I did have one for the spiral staircase, but I was like, I'm never going to turn this back on. I don't need it. It's just an extra switch in the way that was blocking off different wire paths. But yeah, like different wire paths like go around and stuff that go in between the different wires or whatnot, so I didn't have to use so many junctions. Like, it's a hot mess, but I'm really happy with how it turned out and how it works. None of the circuits overlap or anything like that. I think it came out really good for what it is. But I don't know how I'm gonna do the Eternia crystal. Like, theoretically, potentially, I might be able to put it on top of Skull Fortress itself, but I don't know if the crystal will allow that. Basically, like if it's viable, if it's acceptable. I doubt it is, but yeah, in a large flat open area, which there's plenty of that around. Which also, doesn't that skull art look badass? I love it. But yeah, I might set it up like over here or something, or down in hell, because there's like a whenever you get to hell, there's like a large flat open lava lake. I could potentially use that with actuators to just dunk stuff into the lava. But no matter what, it's definitely post Skeletron. But yeah, I plan on having tons of different gates and locks and whatever else, just to keep enemies out. The biggest problem I'm gonna have with the fortress is dealing with stuff like wraiths and reapers that can pass through walls, because they can, they can pass through anything and everything I throw at them. So I'm thinking about having eventually getting like spear traps out of the jungle temple and putting them like surrounding the box. So like having a second layer, like say like 6 out or something. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like having a second layer here that's literally all just spear traps pointed towards each other to just spear anything that travels through the walls. But I'm not really sure how to handle them without just killing them with my own summons. But let's see here. I'll make this, I think this is 9 tall right now. Let's measure. Need to add 2, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So I'm gonna extend this down. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what I'm gonna do, because I want conveyor belts and then traps and then 2 layers of granite underneath that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this layer of granite in. Let's see here. granite. I don't know what's going on with the lag here. Not what I needed. Oh. Mouse isn't working for me right now. So yeah, this row will eventually be conveyor belts. This row will eventually be like flamethrower traps and stuff like that. Specifically flame traps, because they can pass through blocks. And everything down this way will be NPC housing. So I want to be able to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I could just do it like this. Yeah, honestly, this works right here. Like, this is completely sufficient right here.